Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm sorry I didn't get to post this on New Year's Day as I'd planned, but as you can hear, whatever this virus is that I had before Christmas, it's still very much with me and causing me lots of coughs, snivels and all the rest of it. Anyway, may I take this opportunity to wish you all a really happy new year. Let's hope 2023 brings all your dreams and happiness. So let's get started. I've got a couple that I hadn't written down, so I don't know how they've escaped me, but probably where I've been poorly, just done a bit of colouring and left the room, you know. Anyway, I started my December 2022 colouring pages with none other than the wonderful Rita Berman. And I did a page in My Winter Walk. And I did this double page spread. There we go. Can we get it all up? Yeah. I did this snowy village and I love it. I did post it on Instagram. So I used my Derwent drawing pencils and Arteza pencils and Prisma pencils. Black acrylic paint, a little bit of gouache for the clouds, and then went over with Posca and a bit of pencil, and I used a snow stencil to create the snow in the scene, and then just used a white pencil to bring out some light from the from the lampshade, and I love it. I'm really pleased with how it came out. I've been looking at this page for the longest time, but I never really know what to colour the buildings. So I cracked out the Derwent drawing pencils, which have the most beautiful earthy tones, and I used those to create the scene. And I'm really pleased with it. I hope you like it too. I'm just, yeah, really cool. And a little bit of gel pen, just to put back in the television aerial there, and the little spike doodads on top of the roof. Yeah, I really like it. I love how it came out. So that was page number 2, and then I haven't written this one down, so I don't know how this escaped, but it did. So I did a page in the Christmas Gnomes special, which was issue 94, and I did just a very simple, let's come out a little bit, issue 94 of the, Colouring Heaven magazine. I get these as my subscription each month, and I did this little fella. And I honestly can't tell you what pencils I used because I don't know. I think it was probably Prismas, but it could have been Polychromos. It looks more like Prismas. They're a bit shiny. So, or it could have been I don't know. I just like how he turned out. You'll have to excuse me this month because obviously I have been poorly. And nothing in the world makes sense to me right now. Back to work tomorrow, even, I'm not managing to sort of stay awake for more than 3 hours at a time. But there we go. So yeah, this little fella, I'm not sure. I would have used a white Posca pen to make the fluff on his little pom-poms. And that's about all I can tell you. But I had such fun. Such lovely issue, this book. Alcohol markers, look. So I did an alcohol marker base. I think the Merry Christmas is all pencil. It is. Yeah. So there we are. Let's move on. Okay, then on YouTube with you guys, so as a colour with me on the channel, we started to do the R.J. Hampson's Christmas Village that is in the back of Christmas Tiny Homes, and I cut them out and did it on card. So we did... The very first one we did was the toy shop. So if I bring you in, was the toy shop, and we, as a colour with me on the channel, we did this together. We used a Hoo markers, just the cream colour to give us the building colour. I used gel pens, Prismas, Posca, and then I used Yoo-hoo glue to stick it all together. And I'm really pleased with how it came out. In fact, my grandson loved it. It was on the windowsill downstairs and he thought it was brilliant. So that's on the channel if you want to have a go. It's not too Christmassy that you can't go over and do it now. Really pleased with it. Came out lovely. And then I might as well jump. This was another YouTube video that we did together, which was A Colour With Me. Like I say, this from the same book, R.J. Hampson's excuse me, Christmas Tiny Homes. We did the Nativity Scene. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's just going on and on and on, whatever this is. Yeah, so we used, let me find it. We used the Black Widow pencils, Stickles Poscas, an alcohol marker, and Wink of Stella. Now I put Wink of Stella on the star in the centre, and then I just thought, stuff it, let's use Stickles as well. So I blacked out the background. I think I used an alcohol marker because it did have like rays coming down from the sun, from the star, and I just couldn't fathom. So the only thing I was a little bit disappointed about was, had I have known this was going to be plain on the inside, I would have coloured that too, because as you can see it's got no colour on it. But I did back it with just some black, well, white card, but then just painted it black just so it was a bit more stiff, and that also went on the windowsill for the delight of my grandson, who thought it was ace. So there we are, that's on the channel too. So I've jumped ahead. So that was the two we did in R.J. Hampson's book. Then I did, I don't know where this came in because I haven't written it down. We did a page together. So these are all on the channel, so I might as well just do it now. We did a page in Magical Christmas. And I've got to try and find it. I thought I put a little tag in there. Maybe not. Oh, we did this Christmas wreath as A Colour With Me on the channel. So these will all be in a playlist under Colour With Me. And we used ink tents and polychromos, I remember. I can't believe that I haven't written this down, but I haven't. Anyway, ink tents and polychromos pencils, and I used a Posca pen to black out the background in the centre, and then splattered it with white acrylic paint, and I think it turned out gorgeous. So we used Stickles Diamond. I don't know if you'll pick up on that, on these little doodads. You know, like you get them sometimes, don't you, at Christmas with these special bits of plants in. I don't know what they're called. But I was really pleased with how this turned out, and my friend Emmy had followed the video along and has recreated it, and it looks beautiful, so I'm really pleased with it. Another one, so we've done 3 in here. We've done that one. It's a bit of a Christmas tradition that I crack this book out. We did that one last year, and we did the Robin the year before. I know that was Black Widows and the others were ink tents, but yeah. So it's becoming a bit of a Christmas tradition that we do at least a page in Lizzie's Magical Christmas, or The Magical Christmas by Lizzie Mary Cullen. I'm really pleased with how that turned out. Okay, let's go back to my diary. And then this cute little book. These are amazing little books. These are Good Wives and Warriors. This is Escape to Christmas Past, and I did, gonna have to bring you back out just slightly. I did this double, this is just wax paper for food. I just get it off Amazon, just put in wax paper and they'll come up. It stops the transference of gel pens and onto each other the page. So I did The Partridge in the Pear Tree. I really love how this came out. I also posted this on Instagram. What did I use? I used Black Widows and black and white Posca pen and a little bit of brown Posca to outline the feathers. And I'm really thrilled with it. I love how the colours came out. Yeah, I just think it looks really effective. Lovely little book, which I hadn't done anything in. So I cracked that out and had a go. Really enjoyed it. I think this must have been before I felt, I started to pick up and started to feel better. And then it hit again, the same thing, back again. So yeah, so there's that lovely double page spread. I'm really pleased with it, actually. I really like how that came out. It's gorgeous. I love the colours. So I did that. And then Furballs, this gorgeous, gorgeous book. I absolutely love it. And I was sent this, oh, it was a subscriber. They didn't tell me who it was, but I love, love, love this book. And we did together on the channel, we did with As a Colour With Me, so this is also on the channel. Can't believe I forgot about it. It's got glittery stars, a glittery moon, and just a little bit of stickles on the mountain tops there. What did we use? We used acrylic paint, my Shuttle Art acrylic paint, which I'm not really that impressed with. It's quite watery, it's not very opaque, but sometimes, you know, that comes in handy. What else did we use? Oh, we used the Color pencils. I got that, the 240 set, is it? 240 set of Color pencils. And we used, that's right, because I was freezing cold and the heating hadn't come on. I was probably about to start being ill, I expect. And so we used those pencils. And I did say, we'll have to use them in another page because I'd used such limited colours. But I absolutely love this book. And I got paint over on this side, so I just used it to put a background in on her, and I can work with that at a later date. But yeah, I'm thrilled with how this turned out. I just love the simplicity of the colours, how frosty and cold it looks. Yeah, I'm really, really pleased. I adore this little book. It's incredible. I love it. So that's also on the channel. As a Colour With Me. So these will all be under my playlist of Colour With Me if you want to have a go at any of them. But yeah, so there's that one. Love that. Got to cut my wax paper down. And then on my own, I did a page in Matchstick Mouse, a Christmas colouring book. And I did this little fella, carrying his pine cone in the snow. I love this book, absolutely love this book. Oh, well, I like colouring Christmas pictures, that's I did last month. But there's just something magical about waiting for Christmas, school holidays, and being able to just sit and colour. And what did I use for this? I used my touch alcohol markers, oh, the Color pencils, and some Posca pens. And as you can see, the Color pencils worked a treat. They did really good. So, excuse me, when they're not so freezing cold, they work fine. Yeah, so alcohol markers, and then the Color pencils, a little bit of white Posca. Quite simple, really. I think, if I remember correctly, the background was already done. I don't think I've put that snow in. I think it's already done. So that was the Matchstick Mouse by Morgan O'Brien. Love his series of books. And then I decided I was going to do a Christmas page in Gnomes in the Neighbourhood. Another incredible book. Denise Clare. She's supposed to be having a new one out. I pre-ordered it, but I think people are having trouble getting hold of it. Amazon actually cancelled my order. So I did this page. Let's come out so you can see. The sledging gnomes. Aren't they gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. I love them. So what did I use here? I used acrylic paint for the background, alcohol markers, just for the actual gnomes. The rest of it would have been pencil work and acrylic over acrylic paint. Excuse me. I used my Black Widow pencils, Posca pen, and Jelly Roll pens, and so I will have gone over the gosh, I'm having trouble getting my words out. The acrylic paint with pencil, and then all the little white specks you can see will be Posca pen. And then these little guys are all pencil work. I absolutely loved it. I love working in this book. It is, it's really special, these books, because they're single-sided. The paper's incredible. You can use whatever medium you like. It's a nice, thick paper. And I think we've practiced in the mermaids one, haven't we? With new mediums. But yeah, so there we are. Just a lovely little snowy scene. So if you're not really into Christmas but you like snow, this book's great for it. There's quite a few winter pages in there. So there's that one. And then you'd got me back into the love of Lizzie Mary Cullen. So I decided to do my first picture in a magical city. And you know, this book is very intimidating because the likes of Peter Hewitt and other fantastic colourists and artists have done work in here, and you know, you see it on Instagram, so it's quite intimidating to actually do your own page in here. But this is how mine turned out. This is the Old English Village, and I used ink tints. I used the colour tint pencils by Spectrum Noir, and I used Graphy Tint pencils by Derwent. And I have to say, the Graphy Tint and the Spectrum Noir ones, which I was gifted, have been sorely underused, and they work beautifully in here. And I wanted to keep that sort of, you know, that watercolour look, that sort of granulated look that you get. I wanted to keep that. So it was very limited. I used white gel pen to just bring out the clouds a little bit more, and what I think is water down here. And round the light, and I used, that is a Jelly Roll glaze, that black, and then just a bit of grey by the side. And I think it turned out, for my first one, I think it turned out really cool. I actually don't know, I don't think, I'm trying to think, I don't think there's anything that I used pencil over the top of, actually. I think it's all paint. Oh, the leaves I did some pencil work over the leaves, yeah, and the rest of it is all ink tint, Spectrum Noir and colour tint pencils, and they work like a dream. So I should be doing more in this book. I love it. I just wish I could get hold of her other ones. So I've got Magical City, Magical Christmas and Magical Journey, but it's the other ones I want. You can't get that out of print. So that was Lizzie Mary Cullen's The Magical City, which you can still get. And then I've shown you this in a haul, and I just couldn't leave it alone. I had to get it out and have a go. It's just such an adorable book. I did this shock of colour. Look at them. It's so funny. So I did the Clownfish page, and what did I use? I think it was alcohol markers. Yeah, alcohol markers. Pencil for the background. Alcohol marker and pencil for everything here. The sand that I put in is just pencil work. And what did I use? Prismas. Jelly Roll glaze. Did I use? Oh yeah, just for the little black bit in their eyes. A little bit of blue to bring out that beautiful bulbous eye. And then I drew some bubbles in. And I love it. I had such fun with this. These books are incredible. These little books, I really, really enjoy in them. And I should be doing plenty more in them. I love them. Sorry, did I introduce you to that? This is Sea of Colours colouring book by Angela Gonzalez, and I have the Happy Cats one, and somebody's just gifted me another one which I shall show you separately. But I absolutely had the most fun doing this. I was really poorly. I wanted a really simple page, and these books were there and waiting for me, and I absolutely love it. Simple, isn't it? But just, yeah, very worthwhile, these little books. So yeah, that's Sea of Colours. And then last but not least, I saw on Instagram this chap there, ThaisonArt, and he'd posted this, obviously uncoloured, and I fell in love with it straight away. This great big stack of pancakes, and I went straight over to his Etsy shop. I will put a link in down below so that you can go across and have a look. His shop, I paid £1.50 something for this image, and I absolutely adore it. And the minute I saw it on Instagram, I thought, I actually commented on it and said I absolutely love this, and it was just something a little bit different. Now, I initially wanted to put glossy accents on the strawberry sauce for the pancakes, but I didn't have the guts to do it in case I spoilt it. I used my Touch alcohol markers, Prismas and some Posca, and yeah, all of it got basted, as you can see, and then went over with pencil. I was particularly pleased that I managed to blend the centre of the flower that has no pencil on it, nor do the leaves. I wanted them to be like edible flowers, so I did them like chamomile. And I kept the silver look of the spoon, just did it with greys, and yeah, greys and a number 1 grey, cool grey, and I'm really pleased with how it came out. I absolutely love this image, it's just really cool. So I'll be going back to his shop and buying some more. He's a really, really good artist who does grayscale. You can get it dark or you can get it light when you purchase it from him, and yeah, absolutely loved it. Had so much fun. So that, my gorgeous friends, is the end of December's colouring pages, although I did find a couple more that I hadn't written in my diary. I've done a little bit more than I expected. I don't think it was that bad considering I was really ill. Sorry, just having a cup of tea. It's the only way I can keep talking. So, I wanted to do a page in the Colorea book, so we might look at doing that next. And hopefully I feel well enough to do it, and we can get back to normal, which would be good. So I'll let you go. Thank you so much for joining me. I had so much fun in December, even though I wasn't very well. We did lots of colour with me's on the channel, and I squashed some other ones in as well. So I really hope you've enjoyed watching. Like I said, Happy New Year to you all. So until we meet again, my beautiful friends, take really good care of yourselves. Bye bye.